Hey guys, this is Colin with 833 Cost Per Mile. I'm going to try and do this every week. 833 Cost Per Mile is a bookkeeping program for one truck and one trailer. It's $99.95 a month. You take pictures of everything, we put it in the software, and you'll know down to the fraction of a penny how much money you're making or losing each week. Anyway, what I'm going to show you today is the flatbed step deck market off of the DAT load board. Today is June the 5th, and it's around 10:30 a.m. So for those of you who aren't familiar, the right side shows the number of loads coming out. The left side shows the number of trucks going in. So there's 11 trucks going into Alaska, and there's only 2 loads coming back out of there. So what we want to look for is something like Alabama here. Alabama has 356 trucks going in, 1,417 loads coming out. Well, I would almost guarantee you there's probably only 700. And I'll show you why I think that here in a few minutes. Arkansas, 354 in, 847 out. So that's just over 2 loads per truck. California, 503 in, 484, so that's probably 250 loads or less. So that's 2 loads to every truck. Stay away from California. Colorado is even worse. 334 trucks going in, 78 coming out. So, that's probably going to be 40 loads. There's probably almost 8 or 9 trucks to every single load coming out of Colorado. Connecticut, you can see these numbers. Florida, 977 trucks going in, 789 loads out. So that's probably at least 2, if not 3 trucks to every load. I'm going to scroll through the rest of these slowly so that you can kind of look at it and see. Now, Illinois, 734 in, 848 out. Nowhere here seems to be super exciting. Missouri, there's almost 2 trucks, so there's probably 3 trucks to every load in Missouri. Mississippi, now 87 going in, 606 coming out. So in theory, there's 6 or 7 loads to every truck. But that might be 2 or 3 loads to every truck. And like I said, I'll explain this to you here in a few minutes. We're going to scroll on down to the bottom of the page here. Now look at Washington, 150 in, 295 out. And we'll go on down to the bottom. Wisconsin, Wyoming, 110 in, 16 coming out. Boy, that's terrible. So let's go back up to the top here. And I think we said Alabama was pretty good. 356 going in, 1,400 out. So that is, in theory, 4 loads coming out to every truck. We're going to go over and see if that's reality. So let's search loads. We're going to put in Alabama. And we're going to change this to deck standard, so they'll cover flatbed, step deck. Take the reefers out of here. And here we go. So there's lots of different ways of looking at this. What I do like is what DAT has finally done is they have put the rate per mile. So this load comes out of Alabama, goes to Irvine, California. It's 2,079 miles. Pays $4,800, which is $231 a mile. I wouldn't take my flat or step deck over there for $2 a mile because California is terrible coming out of there. We can switch back to the dashboard real quick. We can go to California. There's less than 1 load per truck, and then there's probably 2 or 3 trucks per every load, because I guarantee you there's not really 452 loads coming out of there. And that's what I was going to show you on Alabama here. So the way I like to figure this out is I come up to the trip and I look at the miles. So, for example, we've got loads going to Lafayette, Alabama. They all pick up the same place. They all deliver the same place. So there's 3 loads. They might be with 3 different brokers, but I guarantee you that's the same load. So suddenly, if we said there's 3 loads to every, or 1 load to every 3 loads posted, we're going to take 1,485, divide it by 3, and now we're down to 500. Now, we can come in to here, Albertville to Ringgold, Georgia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different brokers, all the same miles. So now we take 1,500. If everybody did that 5 times, now we're down to 300 loads. Alabama, 1, 2 loads there. Maybe they changed it up a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there might be the same load posted 8 times, or it might be, that it's going to 2 different locations. So now the same load posted 4 times. So we divide 1,500 by 4, and that's about 375. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3 times. Chattanooga's only twice. Here we go again. Opelika to Covington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, here we go. 8. So how many loads are there really? There's 9, 10. It just gets ridiculous. And all these loads are posted multiple times by different brokers or the same broker. So this is why I'm saying they're showing 1,500, but you might be lucky to find 300 or 400 real loads because all the brokers have them posted the same. So we're going to come over here, and here it is. Same load, 1, 2, 3 times. Now, Sureway is paying $25 more than Watco and ST Freight for the same load. Here, $625. This one's at $600, so Sureway's cheaper on this one. This is why it's so important to have relationships, global clans, same loads. So $25 difference. We can come over here, we can go to the rate. And we search the rate per mile. I say 231. Now this one's going to Colorado. It's 279 a mile. Guarantee you there's not much coming out of Colorado, and you can't hold a load of beer like we can on a van or a reefer. Here's a pretty good one, 510 a mile from Alabama to Indiana. So let's take a look at that. Possible top, 6 to 8 foot drops. Tops, more loads available. Flatbed or step deck. That's paying 510. That's a pretty good load, apart from there's probably not much coming out of Decatur, Indiana. All right, guys, just showing you this. I'm going to try and do this every week so we can kind of keep track what's going on. And my name's Colin. I'm with 833 Cost Per Mile. And we do all your bookkeeping. It's $99.95 per truck and trailer per month. Hardest part you do is take a picture and email it to us. You email us your rate confirmations. When we set the truck up, you put in all your recurring bills. We track your maintenance. We track every possible thing. Once a week, we'll send you a copy of the business report. showing how much money you're making or how much you're losing. You can always call me at 806-782-1429, or you can send an email to sales@833 cost per mile, or you can leave a comment in the YouTube video. Please hit like and subscribe. We'll do this again next week or maybe later on this week. Have a safe day, and God bless.